You know what time it is? A review of Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. So it's definitely a wrecking ball in the movie in its entirety, from the beginning to the end. The the music, the show, like it was phenomenally well put together. The action scenes were amazing. So literally from the beginning of the film, throughout the credits, then the show with the music as well, with the corresponding music to correspond the related scenes that were taking place throughout this film was phenomenal. And Tom Cruise did it once again in his uh, Tom Cruise Productions produced film. So we're gonna get into the Google reviews momentarily as well, like how we always do these reviews. So Rotten Tomatoes, 80%. IMDb, 7.6 out of 10. And the Metacritic is 78% out of 100. Wow. Uh, it did pretty average, surprisingly, compared to how great this movie was. Interesting. And I'd like to see what these are my fellow critics have said. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Okay, so let's close you. IMDb. And then what was nice about it is it all the previous films were all uh were a big part of this. And you'll see what I'm talking about, because of course I don't want to leave it. I don't want to put any spoilers out there, of course, because the film it is opening day weekend, so I'll leave that for another time. And a lot of recurring casts from the previous films also came together for this film, and you'll see how it all fits together. What was I going? Oh, I want to see the production companies. Okay, so it's filmed in the UK, in the United States. Release date is tomorrow. Oh, sorry. Oh, wait. Why did it say country of origin and then filming locations in Norway? I love how that makes sense. So, see, Paramount Productions, Skydance, and Tom Cruise Productions. Told you that's his thingy. Color, IMAX, Dolby Atmos, Dolby Digital, a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, and FYI, see what this question is? No, there is no end credit scene. There is no mid credit scene. As soon as the lights come right back on to show the credits, you can walk out and leave. So you don't have to worry about any of that. We're on IMDb, right? I want to see their ratings, but I want to see the critics scores. User and Metacritic. Wait, I think this is actually showing the Metacritic. Oh, this is the highlights. Okay, never mind. This is what I like about it. Okay, Telegraph at 100, even by the series' own now well-established standards. This widely presumed last entry in Tom Cruise, presumed last entry, you never know, is an all-aspiring bananas piece of work. Ray Screener at 80, Empire 80, the film verdict, the film. I never heard of these. Who are you? Slash film. Yeah, it was too awkward and too clumsy. They never slow us down, so that's a bad thing. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, so Rotten Tomatoes. Uh, where is read critics reviews? Yeah, Mission Exhaust, the franchise good one, contains some of its greatest moments. I love how he puts that into a positive thing. That sounds bad. Yeah, I didn't notice that. That's funny. We did Rotten Tomatoes. Let's do Metacritic. Obviously, well, or other critics. Okay, just making sure. So 38% positive. No, 70. Okay, so 72% positive, 26% average, and look the negative. Like, what negative are you gonna take out of this? Like, this doesn't make any sort of sense. But we're gonna get through it. Telegraph 100, Guardian 100, USA 88, New York Post. Film Threat, Screen Rant, I know, Empire, Collider, and then Variety, Times Out, The Film Verdict, Paste Magazine, The Globe, and Silent Magazine, The Warp, Entertainment Weekly, The Daily Beast, Seattle Times, The Playlist. Good amount of these I know, but there's a good amount of them I don't know. Why does it say New York Magazine and it says Vulture? Doesn't make any sense. Good news. Look, literally. Yeah, disappointing farewell. How is it a disappointing farewell? Like what more what pedestal do we have this entirety of this movie on? It doesn't make any sort of sense. Okay, simple was better. I love how I love this. IGN 60. Get it, get it. Yeah, the final reckoning tries to deal with no less than the end of every living thing on the planet and suffers because of it. Huh? Huh? God, I don't even know who this is at all. Gave it a 38%. BBC, okay. It's just a shame that the series for what had to be so solemn and so silly. How is it silly? It's not a comedy. It's an action-packed film, like literally. I love how a lot of these reviews, and they're well-known critics, have reviews that do not make any sort of sense. Like, it's mind-boggling. What's wrong with these people? Like, what? I don't understand that. I don't get it. I'm like, a good majority of them, I love this film. But the nitpicky, like, no, like what? You're literally describing the film's plot, essentially, in your review. Like, it's supposed to be a bad thing that it ended. With the reboots and the remakes, and you never know where these films are gonna go. If they're actually gonna end, and then the prequels and what have you. That's the problem nowadays with media, any sort of medium, whether it's film, television, even video games. It's the same thing. It's all about making as much money overall, essentially. But all in all, like I said, the movie was well worth watching. Watch it in theaters, watch it in IMAX, the way it was intended for you to get the most utmost experience in theater. I would suggest doing it that way instead of waiting for it coming to YouTube TV or whether it be Netflix, whether it be being watching at home, Fandango or what have you. So I would never recommend watching it in theater while you can. While you can, while it's gonna be out for a while, but essentially while it's in theaters, I would recommend going out there. And of course, we have a little Stitch that did had an opening weekend as well. We're gonna go ahead and watch that the day after this recording. So yeah, so we're gonna do the review as soon as we can for the Stitch. Keep you guys for the live action film for 2025. Otherwise, this has been my review of the film for unrelated review, of course, for THEIMPACTPLAY. And of course, I'm your host, Mohammed, if you haven't known that already. Otherwise, this has been another great episode of the THEIMPACTPLAY, all rights reserved. If you're interested to learn more, simply hit the subscribe button on youtube.com/@THEIMPACTPLAY, or simply visit us at THEIMPACTPLAY.com, and it'll give you a list of platforms that we're on as well. Otherwise, we're going to end it here now, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. And this is a wrap, folks, and we'll see you all on the next one.